Did you know? Over half of UK business owners have experienced burnout, with financial worries being the biggest burden. Did you know poor data leads to serious revenue leaks, equaling up to £422 billion in the UK businesses every year? Did you know 80% of UK businesses have cash flow crisis, with 50,000 businesses closing every year due to just this? Welcome to Get Your Shift Together, the Business Fixer podcast. I'm the Business Fixer, Nicola J. Barnett. I'm also an accountant, so I know the numbers and I know what works. This isn't just theory. The podcast is based on my efficiency and profit framework. The framework creates real results that improve the performance of your business. From ending business overwhelm, fixing cash flow, maximising your profits, and delivering future success. Welcome to the podcast. Now let's get your shift together. I love listening to podcasts when I'm out walking. I feel like my head is in the right space to take on new information, and I always get my best ideas. So drop a comment to let me know where you're listening to this podcast today. I'd love to hear from you. We're beginning the Business Fix sprint with awareness and control. This is the first step in the framework. We're starting here because you can't fix what you can't see. And right now, you've probably no idea to your biggest problems breaking your business. The next few weeks aren't about feeling good, they're about facing the facts. Because here's what you do know. You're working twice as hard as you need to, making half the money you should, and you have no idea why. The efficiency and profit framework starts with awareness and control, because you can't get anywhere if you don't know where you are right now. Awareness is the beginning of transformation. So, where does the cash actually go? You're working flat out, but never feel secure. Are you checking your banking app all day? That 3 a.m. wake-up call, grabbing your phone to see if that direct debit went out or if the customer finally paid as promised. There's this constant stress about whether there'll be enough money next month. You're always hunting for the next job because you're never quite sure if your regular income actually covers your basic costs. Today, I'm going to show you how to find out exactly what needs sorting with your cash flow so you can sleep better at night. You'll know whether your business can actually sustain itself or what you need to do. Is it more regular work you need? Or are those one-off jobs only paying for luxuries your business doesn't need? Right. So here's what you need to do. And yes, it'll take a couple of hours, but it's worth every minute. Download 3 months of bank statements. I know it sounds boring unless you love spreadsheets like I do. Now you need to sort everything. First, your income. Split this between regular, repeat income and those one-off ad hoc jobs. Then you need to sort your expenses. What are your absolute must-haves, like rent, insurance, loan payments, wages, versus the nice-to-haves, such as subscriptions or maybe a treat in the office, versus the stuff that's just pure luxury. Once you've got everything sorted, you need to find the answers to these questions. First, does your regular income actually cover your basic costs? Add up that monthly regular income and compare it to your must-have expenses. If it doesn't even cover the basics, well, there's a problem right there. Second, are you spending money on stuff you don't actually need right now? Go through those luxury items with the fine-tooth comb. Forgotten subscriptions, premium versions when basic will do fine, or equipment that you keep buying just in case but never use. Third, how does the ad hoc work add to your business? Is it boosting your profit or just covering short-term gaps? Are those one-off payments actually strengthening your business or just funding the nice-to-haves? When you get this additional cash in, do you feel this is time to go out and splash out and spend some luxury? Because if your ad hoc work is covering your must-haves, you're creating constant stress having to find new work all the time. And finally, are personal expenses draining your business bank account? This is a big topic, and again, we've discussed this in episode 1. Cash withdrawals, personal purchases, family expenses, all going through your business account. What a drain on your business. You probably don't know if you're coming or going, whether it's a personal expense or a business expense that is draining your balance. So what we need to discover from this is whether or not you're relying on ad hoc work to cover basic overheads. Are you one quiet month away from trouble? Are you living job to job? This must be so stressful, always worrying where the next payment's coming from. You can't plan properly and you can't live your life. You need to know if your business can survive on predictable income alone or if you're constantly gambling on finding new work. I had a marketing consultant whose regular retainer clients brought in less than her basic overheads. She was always hustling for project work just to eat. When she lost a retainer client, she was so much further in the red, it caused so much stress and sleepless nights. We turned some ad hoc clients into retainer clients, offering them better value, and their scope of work increased so much more than the ad hoc work, as they now had the better value than before, and it was easier for her to manage. In my own business, we used to see a clear seasonal pattern in our workload. The year-end work created big peaks and troughs. Come summer, things went quiet and the pressure built up towards year-end. By moving our year-end clients onto monthly direct debit, everything smoothed out. We now know exactly what clients we're working for, when their deadlines are, and planning has become so much easier. Clients love spreading the cost rather than facing a big lump sum bill, and it's turned a seasonal spike into steady, predictable work for all of us. So after this exercise, you'll know whether your business can actually survive the quiet periods or if you're living on a knife's edge. The relief of understanding your true financial security means you can either fix the gap or at least plan for it properly. You'll know if you need more regular clients or if you just need to stop spending the ad hoc money on stuff you don't really need. 3 months will show you the patterns. When I run a full financial review, I work with 12 months of data to make sure I get the complete picture. This, of course, is entirely your choice of how much data you can handle. Regular income versus must-have costs tell you if you have a sustainable business or if you're one quiet month away from panic and stress. By gaining regular income can be a game changer for business. You may find your clients prefer it as well. There's stability for everyone. I wonder when you do this exercise, what's going to be the biggest shock? That your regular income doesn't cover the basics? How much is disappearing on stuff you don't actually need? Or just how much of your time is tied up micromanaging credit control instead of growing your business? Here's your action for the week. Download those 3 months of bank statements and do this analysis. Stop guessing about your cash flow and start knowing exactly where you stand. Face the truth about whether your business can survive the quiet periods and quit living in that constant stress of not knowing if there'll be enough money next month. It's your time to get your shift together, whether it's your regular income, your spending habits, or your credit control. You need to have courage to have honest conversations with your clients about retainers and regular income. You'll find everything we've talked about today over on my website at getyourshifttogether.co.uk. I'm running regular webinars showing exactly how the efficiency and profit framework can sort out you and your business. So don't forget to register at getyourshifttogether.co.uk. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and don't forget to follow me to make sure you don't miss anything important. I hope you'll join me for next week's episode of Get Your Shift Together. We are completing the awareness phase with the final piece of the puzzle, the hidden costs that could be costing you the most.